Prof. Connie.
Yeah, so this is a tribute from the Faculty of Obstetricians and Gynecology, Obstetrics and Gynecology of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. The Faculty of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons, is privileged to say few but profound words on the contribution of Professor Timothy Johnson to the specialist training programs in the Faculty of Obstetrics and Gynae, as will be summarized shortly. Training of medical doctors. Residency training began with medical officers. Prof. Tim Johnson facilitated the placement of many of our medical students for external electives at the University of Michigan Teaching Hospital. This broadened the horizons to think about subspecialization. On establishment of subspecialties, that is reproductive health and family planning, gynecologic oncology, maternal fetal medicine. Faculty or trainers, most if not all the faculty or trainers of the reproductive health and family planning had part of their training at the University of Michigan. This collaborative training program was spearheaded by Tim Johnson. Indeed, the very first subspecialty training program in our faculty is reproductive health and family planning. This training program was initiated by him, hosting the faculty in Michigan for the orientation on the program and subsequently getting the full funding for the first batch of trainees who today are in academia and leadership positions. The faculty couldn't be any more than grateful to this gesture, a milestone in the faculty's development. The lead trainer in gynecologic oncology, myself, had this final training and certification in the University of Michigan through arrangement of team. The external trainer for the fellows in gynae oncology is Professor Caroline Johnson, and it was Tim who actually recommended to her to take this role. Caroline has therefore, from the last 17, 18 years, has been coming to Ghana every year to train both consultants and fellows and also offer service at the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Development of curricula. The curricula for the subspecialty training programs in reproductive health and family planning, gynecologic oncology, and maternal fetal medicine were all developed with major inputs from University of Michigan through the instrumentality of Prof. Johnson. External and elective for residents. Through teams arrangement, both junior and senior residents of our faculty continue to have easy placements for their external electives at the University of Michigan Hospital. Provision of external examiner. Tim Johnson was so committed to the training of specialists for Ghana. During the fellowship exit examinations for one of our pioneer fellows in maternal fetal medicine, unfortunately, one of our external examiners had to withdraw from the examination due to unforeseen circumstances, just 2 days before the exams. The college rector called him for assistance, and he immediately called on his son, who came to the rescue, reading the whole dissertation and examining thoroughly. In conclusion, apart from his several other supportive activities, Tim Johnson has immensely contributed to the establishment of training programs and training of specialists by the Faculty of Obstetrics and Gynecology of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. Tim, may your soul rest in peace.
Thank you, Prof. I must say that to our online viewers, we sincerely apologize for the technical hitch we had in the beginning. We are now live and the audio is also active. We really apologize for that. Next, we have reflections from the Society of Obstetricians and Gynecologists of Ghana, SOGOG. And to do that, we have our own mother in the house, Dr. Sylvia Diganos, to do that. Please let's give her a round of applause.
Good evening, colleagues. It's certainly a privilege and an honor for me to stand here, a proud product of all the efforts of Dr. Tim Johnson, or Professor Tim Johnson, to share with you the tribute by the Society of Obstetrician Gynecologists of Ghana, SOGOG. And it reads, "Our dearly beloved legendary Professor Tim Johnson, your life was truly well lived and deeply impactful on lives. You dedicated your days on earth to benefit others, and we benefited greatly as we journeyed along with you in the making of good doctors, specialists, and subspecialists for Ghana and the entire sub-region. Today, through your relentless vision and inspirational support, we have trained hundreds of OBGYNs across Ghana and the sub-region and continue subspecialty training in obs and gynae across 5 subspecialties. The fact remains that we can never accurately write the history of obs and gynae postgraduate training in Ghana without your name in a proud golden bold print. You were a great mentor and godfather to the entire OBGYN fraternity in Ghana, influencing undergraduate, postgraduate, international trainings, as well as ensuring the Ghanaian OBGYN Society, SOGOG, maintain our registered status and recognition with the International Federation of Obstetrics and Gynecology, FIGO, when you personally paid our annual subscription for nearly 2 decades. I mean, who will do that? So that tells you the entire story. We totally align with the Lancet when they described you as a giant in global health and women's health and a poster child of mentorship. You displayed humanity. You displayed humanity. Oh, I forgot. You displayed humanity that is so humbling, and you portrayed temerity that is so rambling. Today, we feel greatly honored to have met and worked with you while you were alive and here with us. We feel humbled to have sat with you and received from your globally renowned iconic self. We will continue to celebrate, cherish, and honor your memory. The thoughts about you and the memories we created together will continue to occupy a special place in our hearts eternally. As we celebrate your well-lived, impactful life of legacy, we solemnly bid you a special farewell and wish you very restful rest. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So at this juncture, we'll take a hymn. God be with you till we meet again. Shall we please be upstanding whilst we sing this song, if we can? So this is a song, SOGOG, the college, we are all singing to Prof. Tim Johnson, that God should be with him till we meet again. Methodist Hymn Book 948. You can Google it. God Jesus' feet. Feet.
God be with you till we meet again. Neath his wings protecting hide you. Daily manna still provide you. God be with you till we meet again. Till we meet. Till we meet. Till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet. Till we meet. God be with you till we meet again.
Thank you very much. Shall we be seated? You know, when we came here this afternoon, it didn't look like it was going to rain. Everything was fine. We had set up cocktail outside. We were all excited. And then all of a sudden, the weather changed and it began to rain. And I don't think it's for nothing, because from what we are hearing and what we are going to hear, we would know how great this man has been to the college, to the faculty, and all of us here. He's had an impact in every one of us. And was it just 2 days ago, I was talking to Dr. Wells saying, and we talked for almost an hour on the phone. And you can see this is a man who sacrificed a lot for us. And I say that we are all here, most of us, because of the sacrifices he made and the vision he had. So at this point, I think it's right for us to have somebody who was there from the beginning with him, who knows what it was in the beginning, to tell us something about the late Prof. Tim Johnson. So without much ado, I would like to call on Dr. J.B. Wilson to come and give some sober reflections of Prof. Tim Johnson. Please, let's give him a round of applause. He was there from the beginning.
No, it's okay. Oh, Mr. President of SOGOG, former immediate past GMA President, ladies and gentlemen, I deem it a great honor and privilege to be asked to speak this evening, because it all started with me. I was then the head of department here when he, by default, as the president said, had to come to Ghana as a substitute to give lectures on safe motherhood, I think here in Kumasi. Just, it looks like this is a will of God for it to have happened that way. In fact, when some of us saw his CV, he was just the assistant professor, the equivalent of a lecturer in Johns Hopkins. But when he came, he gave a distinguished lecture. Not only did he give the lecture, I was surprised he took a certain interest in the department. Myself and the late Dr. Amwa, some of us may know him, Kweku Amwa, the obstetrician, took interest in taking him around, socializing with him. In fact, it is strange that Tim continued to come to Ghana, because one day they were taking a look round. This was November 86, when Ghana was under the PNDC. And as part of their trip round, they were going to look at the castle. saw soldiers with guns, and Dr. Amo made a U-turn, and they followed them, and they were arrested and taken to custody for most of the evening until he called somebody from the American embassy who came to bail them out. And because when they come from America, they go and register. So they took him out. The next morning, when they were telling me in the office, it looked to him like a joke. He said, Chief, yesterday, well, we were almost, we got into the hands of the military. God so good, he didn't have a camera. Because when they searched them, there was no camera. And it is strange that after that experience, as a very young man, he should have continued to come back to Ghana on 50 occasions. His interest in the department started when the next morning he came to the office. We were just talking about our statistics. We were doing then 1,000 deliveries a month, and we were a faculty of about 4 and two or three other specialists, especially Guy Gosh. So he looked at me and he used to call me Chief because I was the head of department. He said, Chief, how do you manage? And why are you not training your people? He said, why is your faculty so small? And I said, the British government has blocked the continuation of our residents in the UK. And he said, then, but why don't you train them yourselves? And I said, Tim, you've looked at the department. Do you really believe that we can train specialists, with what is available? No library, no books, no journals, lack of equipment. At that time, we didn't have even the little ultrasound that came a little later. I said, I don't believe in training half-baked specialists. He said, well, so if you got books, extra teachers, equipment, you will train your people. I said, yes, but where is it coming from? He said, I'm going through this because this is the basis of what happened. He said, I don't know how to raise funds, but I have a friend. When I go back, I'll talk to him and we'll see what we can do. Then he went, almost 3-4 months. We hadn't heard anything. So Dr. Amu and I, we said, you see, they come, they make promises, and that's it. As if they had heard. Almost the following week, I had a call from Tom Elkins. He had been coming to the Baptist Hospital in Lalerigu and had been in touch with Prof. Mati, may he rest in peace, helping out with fistula surgeries and learning from him. So he called me that, can he come and see me in Accra? My name was mentioned to him by Tim. And I said, oh yes, you are welcome. So he came and we had a long chat. And he said, well, he's going to try and write proposals round for funding. He's not promising anything, but he will do his best. But it would be better to write a proposal that includes the 2 universities, Accra and Kumasi. These were then the 2 medical schools. And I said, ever, as long as we get something. He went. And up and down, we didn't hear very much until one day we got a call that he had written about 200 proposals. He said, including some baby baby food producing companies, and all had turned him down. Out of frustration, he went to Carnegie and met one Nigerian professor who had been my teacher when I was a medical student in Nigeria in public health. He was senior lecturer in public health. He was now at Carnegie Corporation, heading funding for programs. Maybe to the credit of my predecessors and ours who had been in Nigeria, Ghanaian students who went there were looked at as gentlemen. And there were many academicians among them, people who took the gold medal and what the prizes. So he decided to fund a meeting in London, a delegation from Ghana, a delegation from America, and a delegation from the UK. So I was made to try and recruit people from the UK. So I went to the Royal College, and whom did I meet? A long-time teacher who was the second vice president responsible for overseas training, Professor Lawson. So I called him about it, and he said, well, a meeting in London, no problem. Then I called my supervisor in postgraduate training in Glasgow, Professor Kwame. No, Prof. McVicker. So we had this meeting. We went from here, myself, the dean, Prof. Achampon, the director of medical services, the director of manpower and training from the ministry. And they came from the States. At that time, Prof. Adadivo was with Tom doing an attachment. So they came together, we had a meeting, and this was late 87. We started 86 November. This was October 87. So this man promised, Professor Lucas promised help, because Carnegie had decided to help reduce maternal mortality in West Africa. So he decided that if we put that as our aim, you can't improve maternal mortality without obstetricians. And at the time this was happening, there were only about 40 obstetricians in this country. He said, you need obstetricians to lead the team, because we gave midwifery lectures, we gave nursing lectures. So this was the key. And literally, the final proposal was virtually a done deal, because he sent down someone to help us write the proposal that they were going to approve. So it went with the language that was acceptable. So in January 8, a lot took place in 88. January 89, or late 88, we got news of the first trunk of grant from Carnegie, which was about $200,000 at that time. So the program was inaugurated in January 89. The first really set of residents in it were Kwame, the late Prof. Obed and Prof. Sefa, and Dr. Safu from here. Then Dr. Prof. Dansu and Opariado from Kumasi. So they were supposed to be the pioneers. But in Accra, we had Prof. Kwaukumi, Dr. Peterson, Tego, the late Tego, and Dr. Winful, who were here, so they formed part of the team, the trainees. Let me mention that they gave free textbooks to to the residents at every stage of their graduation. First, basic science books. When they passed, they had a textbook in obstetrics and a textbook in gynae, free. When they passed the part one, now the membership, they got a textbook in operative gynecology, free. Then out of the funding, we established the library where virtually every O&G journal in the world was supplied, paid out of Carnegie funding. Books, a lot of reference books were in there, so that not only did they have their textbooks, they had access to journals and reference books as well. The other aspect that came in was the visit of experienced teachers in their specialized areas who were recruited to come and teach in Ghana from both the UK and the US. They spent 2 weeks here and 2 weeks in Kumasi, and then they went back. For some strange reason, most of the residents prefer to go to America. That one Kwame can explain. Unfortunately, I think Kwame went to the UK. Pardon? Yes, he went to Sheffield. Anyway, from that time, things really went from development to development. And I must say that the program continued. Credit to the residents. And I say credit to the residents because they passed the exam. At that time, West Africa exams pass rate 30%. Professor Lucas made sure he analyzed the results. To overall pass rate, 30%. Pass rate Ghanaian candidates, 100%. In fact, the lowest we ever got was 75%. So it encouraged Carnegie to continue to fund the program. In fact, as has been said, Tim started paying the FIGO fee, International Federation fee for us, because we're almost written off. But he kept paying so we could restart going to FIGO conferences, arranging for residents. They used to have a program in FIGO where residents spent 2 weeks pre-Congress programs, and some were sponsored to go. I remember JD, the late JD, and I think Gobet went. I don't know whether Kwame went another time. So, in fact, a lot have been said already about Tim. The funding, I think, came to an end in 2010. But Tim has continued his connection with us, as has been said, with the residents, and then even extended to students, set up a fund to look after Ghanaians who go to Michigan. For some strange reason, because of the age gap and the fact that when he came, I was the head of department. And in America, head of department, they call the program chair. He always called me chief. Then later on, I said, oh, why I call you Tim? So he started calling me JB. But let me just end with a joke, a jovial story of one of my visits One night he said he was on call, so I should join him in the labor ward. Then they had a call that they had a lady, they were standing up. I didn't know the details. But apparently the lady had had a scan downstairs. They had a certain, they thought was fecal macrosomia. Got into the labor ward, they had another scan. So Tim came and said, Chief, the facilities. But he knew that we often predicted the weight of babies. So I went to him, to the lady. They had to ask permission for a black man to examine. I didn't have an American qualification. And this was about 10 p.m. in the night. So I came out and I said, Tim, I think this might be about 4 kilos. So they went into the theater and delivered the baby. We were outside, and somebody came and said, wow, the ultrasound downstairs was 3.9 kilos. The ultrasound in the labor ward was 4.1, and I predicted 4. And I didn't know the two. So they said, how? I said, oh, see, we use our hands and 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 we add a little African electronics. And the thing that that team did, he said, JB, I think we should go before you.
2002. He came to Ghana in February 2003, and he met Professor Danso and Prof. Marty. We are going to visit the Prof. Marty at Bomso Clinic. So I had thought that with all that this man had done for me in this short time, let me find him something small to say thank you. So one of the painters on campus, Ben Ofenyako, had a painting, and I got the painting. But because he was traveling, I couldn't get it framed. I knew he would get a better frame in America. So it was oil on canvas, and during that trip to Prof. Marty's office in Bomso Clinic, I handed over the painting. And you won't believe, Prof. Johnson talked about it for 15 years. Anytime we talk, he said, Roderick, I have that painting in the most prominent place in my house. And I could just this small painting to say thank you. He was very appreciative. His link to KNUSC was not only in our department. Of course, we all know from what Wilson has said, the Carnegie program and how it transitioned into Ghana College. In Ghana College came the family planning program, which KNUSC was part of. But he also linked University of Michigan to the KNUSC engineering. So for several years now, students were exchanged between these institutions for all kinds of programs. I know some engineers work closely with Prof. Connie in a device that was supposed to help salvage the blood in the peritoneum in women who had ruptured ectopic. So, as Prof. Adanu said, I mean, you can go on and on and on about Prof. Tim Johnson. And initially, I was down in my heart for the loss. But later on reflecting and hearing all that I've heard so far, I think I'm at peace in my heart. That is a man that was on earth, and for 75 years, he did so good for mankind. May God give him eternal rest. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Randolph. At this juncture, we want to take
that American stick. At that restaurant just across from the Annabelle train station. And when we finished everything, we had the American cheesecake, which I remember to date. He was a nice man, a very, very intentional about his care for people that he interacted with. As if that was not enough. On weekends that he knew were not going anywhere, come with his wife, Joe, come and ask us, what do you guys want to do this weekend? Let's go to town. Let's go show you around. And this, so Joe asked, don't you want to do? Joe will come for us on the weekend, drive us to Briarwood and all those famous shops to go and shop for the family, and then she will drive us back. Because she knew the weather at the time and how difficult it could be for those of us who have just come from Africa to trek in that cold weather to go and do any shopping. So for me, maybe I'm just looking at the social side of Dr. Tim Johnson. But you see, this is a career performance and development. But once you were with him, he took total and complete interest in you. There was no time we encountered him that he never asked about our families and our children and how they were doing. So much so that even if there is any news from home, you also want to share with him when it comes up. I will say that I'm privileged. And it didn't just end there. Through that interaction I had with him in 2010, in 2014, I had an opportunity to go and do a postdoctoral fellowship there for 6 months. because he took the opportunity to introduce me to Cheryl Moyer, who became my American mentor, and Prof. Sadan, who became my LMIC mentor on that program. And I must say, that's actually birthed my interest in research to date. There is a lot that, as I sat here and listened from other people who his passion for mentorship. And I think there's anything I've learned from his story, it's about mentorship. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Paul. Thank you, Prof. Paul. We'll take one more reflection and then we'll move on. We'll call Dr. Kranting, HOD, to come and say a few things.
Thank you, James. I really don't know where to start from when it has to do with Professor Tim Johnson. I came in contact with Professor Tim Johnson 2007 when I was selected to go to Michigan for my external residency attachment. And the communication was from Jennifer Jones, who copied Professor Tim Johnson. But Professor Tim Johnson wrote directly to me and to officially inform me that he'll be waiting for me. So the preparation went on smoothly. I landed. Then he came to meet me. In fact, he sent a limousine to pick me from the airport for the first day. The next day, he came to meet me, and we became friends spontaneously. He's one person I think that he takes delight in helping people to become better than himself. He always wants people to become better than himself. He gives a lot of advice, and he's so caring that sometimes he gets into you as a member of the family already. But to cut a long story short, there was not a single weekend that Professor Tim Johnson didn't take me out when I was in Michigan to watch American football. I was telling somebody about American football today, and he said he never understood American football. They said, you never met Prof. Tim Johnson. He will force you to understand. But the first day we went, he was trying to explain to me, Ghana, we play football with our legs. So I didn't see why they should call it football and still play with their hands. So I wasn't interested. I was just interested in their colors and the beauty of the stadium. He would ask me, Isaac, do you understand? I couldn't lie, so I said no. Then he would start all over again. He forced me to understand American football, and I appreciated American football till now. I even fell in love with their star player in Michigan, Joe Hart. Anytime Joe Hart is playing, I know Michigan is going to win. But I was supposed to have spent 3 months in Michigan. By the end of the 2 months, I missed Ghana so much. So one day, I called my wife that I wanted to come back. But when I got there, they gave me 500 Ghana cedis a month for the 3 months as pocket money. So, and they gave all to me. So to cut the journey short, I didn't know how to tell Professor Tim Johnson. So I told my wife, and he said, then refund the 500 and tell him that you are going back. So he came to pick me up to watch the ice skating. On the way, I told him that, Prof, I wanted to go back to Ghana. And I know you've given me the 1,500, so I want to refund the 5,000. So I said I wanted to go back to Ghana. He didn't allow me to end. He said, for what? And because I had not prepared my answer, I didn't know what to say. Then I said, I've missed my wife. Then so, Isaac, sorry. Oh, then I will let you go. So after 2 months, he asked me to